everyone, welcome to our channel.
Hi, welcome back. So today we're going to talk about knowing your worth
and all of the topics that we feel are important under that topic of knowing your worth.
Yeah, so the first one is relationship.
Yeah, relationships, some examples, like when you're in a relationship with your boyfriend or your girlfriend, they should respect you. They should respect you to the T, and respecting you, not only telling you that they love you all the time and that you're beautiful and that they want to be around you or they need to see you all the time. They need to know your worth and they need to respect it, and you need to respect that as well, knowing that you're not in the relationship to be controlled, you're not in the relationship to be disrespected, but you're in the relationship to feel a mutual feeling and a mutual understanding with this person for however long you guys want to.
Yeah. And it can also be in your environment, like school, job, your block, whoever your friends on your block. Like, you should be able to have values set for yourself, because no one will be able to bring you down. Like at work, you know your job, right? No one should be asking you or telling you what to do, so you won't feel uncomfortable. Because yes, some of us, we do second guess ourselves, but at the same time, if you understand what you're about, no one should ask you, oh, you really went to school, right? Because this and that's with your vocabulary is blah blah blah. No, alright, I know I first started, because that what happened to me in the past. I'm with my current job. I first started, and someone asked me about, do I have my degree? And I said, yeah, I have my degree, because I didn't understand the job. And that was like the first month I started, and they asked me instead of explaining to me how to write certain things, they asked me, do I really have my bachelor's? Because there's a certain way when you're doing clinical and stuff like that, there's a certain way you're supposed to write. And I felt a certain way. Yes, I was down, and it was like, you know what, I know what I'm about. I'm gonna learn. I'm gonna I got more focused and stuff like that. And look, I'm writing better than how I first started. So once you know who you are and you don't take on others' words, because you know that every little thing that you do in your life, it takes time. If you're constantly contemplating what other people say to you, you will constantly bring yourself down. You will constantly complain a lot about yourself, and you will never feel good. So knowing your worth is really important.
I think the same thing goes for relationships when it comes to family and friends as well. Knowing your worth in a friendship, just with your friend. I mean, some friends like to be very controlling, and they like to say, well, where are you going? Why am I not included? What did I do wrong? I'm saying they're a little bit more possessive over that friendship, and they feel as though you need to be with them all the time, or you need to, focus on them all the time, and you're trying to get yourself together. And some friends don't understand that. And then there's some family where they don't really respect you either. You end up trying to, for example, I will give my experience. I want to be the biggest entrepreneur out there. I want to build an empire, and I know I can do that, but there are a lot of people out there. There are a lot of family members sometimes who would be the first ones to discourage you, the first ones to want to bring down the level of worth that you put up there for yourself. And it becomes a burden sometimes, but it's how you navigate through life and how you navigate through knowing your worth.
The most important thing to know is that it is okay to be alone for a moment in time. Because if you're constantly around a lot of people and you don't take the time out for yourself, you really wouldn't get to know the type of person you are, or the type of person you need to become. And set aside goals and, like I said, values, and just take the time out Because if you will always go along with people because you're always in a crowd, and you will always end up in certain situations because you don't know your worth.
Yeah.
You don't know, okay, well, this is not me, you know? Take the time out. Like for me, I've lost friends, and I am perfectly fine being alone because I was alone at one point, and especially when I was in college, and I was like thinking to myself, like, this is not what I want to do. This is not what I need for myself. And now that I'm out of college and I'm working, I feel great because now I know what I need for myself.
Amen.
Now I know who needs to belong in my life and who needs to be gone. And it's like you feel comfortable. Your life is going smoothly. You're in a good space.
That's very true. And to just conclude with all of that, knowing your worth in general, in being you, making sure that you make sure you're okay first and you understand yourself to the point that nobody else can figure you out or nobody else knows you better than you, and therefore you'll be able to share whatever love you have and whatever understandings you have of knowing your personal worth to each and every person out there as well. Just taking the time to understand that and be willing to, like my best friend said, knowing your worth regardless in the position you're in, whether you have a disability, whether you're in work, whether you're in, amongst your family, amongst your friends, in a relationship. Knowing your worth is extremely important because that is how we in general are able to function out in society, when we can properly know who we are as people, and then we can help other people around us and make it better. But it doesn't work when so many people are attacking each other and nobody really wants to take the time to explain to people, like, it's okay to take some time to know your worth and understand that and be okay with it.
Yep, as long as you have respect for yourself, as long as you know you have your values set for yourself, as long as you have confidence in yourself, ain't nobody gonna tell you nothing, because you know who you are. Sorry.
Definitely.
People, once you have that about you, people gotta come correct.
Yeah.
So
they're gonna already know. They're gonna be like, okay, she has that standard set for herself, or he has that standard set for himself, and no one can't bring that down because I already know the pedestal that I put myself on.
Yep.
I already know where I'm going. I already know where I'm heading. So anyone who tries to shut down a little dream of yours, or tries to, put away a little idea, or, tries to bash you at work or school, tell them, you know what? It's okay. Respectfully, it's alright, because at the end of the day, I know that in a couple years from now or a couple months from now, you're gonna see me on a higher level of knowing my worth than right now.
Snap to that. Thank you for watching our channel tonight. It's Mahogany Spice.
Bye.